Deep Blue FPV.
Weren't you on Blue Peter?
Yeah. That's the different colour version. Yeah.
Great. So, and it was Dominic Robinson that.
Yeah. So I've got my. Do you want to chat first of all? Or?
Well, if we so the format, just if you just at the beginning when we start recording, just say my name is Andy Peters. I'm on the BiG Scuba podcast in the Auto Trail expedition.
Right.
But if you can't remember that, don't worry because I can add that in.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm now starting the clock. Here we go.
Okay, go.
So if you want to do your introduction, who you are?
Hi, my name's Andy Peters from Deep Blue FPV. I've started a YouTube channel called Deep Blue FPV, which stands for, do you know the answer to that, by the way, FPV? No?
What does that stand for?
This is a marketing problem I've got. About 90% of people don't know it. First person view.
Oh, okay.
So the idea about it is I take you diving with me. So I put a GoPro on my head, put a couple of natty lightings in there. These are actually ultraviolet, which gives great effects underwater. Sometimes use a tray as well, and I dive wrecks all over the world. So far this year I've been to Truck Lagoon, which I've done 28 hours of diving in Truck Lagoon, right down in some of the deep wrecks there. Rebreather, Heliotrox Rebreather. Yeah. So I take you inside the wrecks. I've got some channels out there at the moment. The first one is the Salem Express, going right the way through the Salem Express, and also explaining why it's a big cover-up as well. I'll take you down there, show you some of the things that are inside the wreck, which says to me, like the locals say as well, there is a lot more people that unfortunately died on this wreck than the Egyptians will tell you about. Absolutely, yeah. Gosh. Wikipedia has it as the second highest death toll of all time.
Wow.
So, but it's a really untold story. But this year particularly, I'll be starting to do the putting out the videos later on in summer because I've already got 11 waiting to come out from stuff I've done this year.
It
takes a lot of time because I put an overlay on there. So I put a sheer water overlay so you can see exactly what I'm diving. You can see my Heliotrox levels. Decompression levels as well. To give you an idea about that, I'm glad you asked about how long it takes because there's a spreadsheet which it downloads, and that's how you put this overlay on there, which also gives you the graph of exactly where you are. You can follow the red dot, that's me or us as we're diving together. And there is 4,500 lines of information, and each line has about 20 lines of information on it as well. It's taken me just over a month and a half just to put the overlay onto the videos.
You'll be giving Dom ideas.
Before I start to then even research the wreck, and then I talk through the wreck as well. So what I do is I take people down diving with me, either people who've never dived before, people who just want to actually look there, or maybe you want to do that wreck. Holger Buss, who does this amazing 3D images, I don't know if you've seen his stuff, he gave me permission to use that as well. So as we go down on it, what I do is I do a little dotted line which comes down onto the wreck in red. When we go inside the wreck, then I go yellow, so trace myself around it, and then we come out the other side. Now, I sit there ages watching these videos back because sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing on a wreck. You come up and think, what the hell was all that about? Then you go down, you look back on it, and you look at the model and the two of them, and you can work out exactly where you do. So that's what I show as well, round the wreck. The ones out at the moment is the Salem Express, the Thistlegorm, the Minya. Then it goes into some wrecks in the UK, because I do a lot of diving in the UK as well. And then it goes into down in Deep, down in Plymouth, and then the Philippines. But the ones that I'm doing at the moment will come out later on in the year. So first of all, it's Truck Lagoon, which is absolutely amazing, going down inside wrecks at 65 metres. Then next month, 2 weeks time, I'm going off to Malta for a week. Then I come back from there. Then I go to CCR Fest, which would be interesting. Did you know there's a festival for CCR divers?
No.
Yeah.
Where does that
happen? It's in the Philippines. Yeah, and there's about 95 people from the Philippines. Sorry, from China.
That's not and so something else.
No, this is Koreans, Chinese, and about 5 guys like me.
And I bet that's made great for innovation as well.
It's amazing. You learn so much as well. You know, you've got all these people down there. It's just lovely to have a network of friends all around the world. So I'll be doing that for a month, and then going to Malapascua as well, so doing some thresher sharks, and again all this video as well. Then I come back and doing some deep stuff in the UK with White Spirit out of Lymington, which is near where I live. So I'm doing the wrecks out there. And then I come back and I'm going to Bikini Atoll for 1.5 months. We're going on to Saipan, which is the best place in the world to dive if you haven't dived there. So I'll be doing Saipan for a bit, and then that's probably about as much as I've got planned so far for this year.
I'm all out just listening.
Do you have a day job?
Yeah, I do have a day job, yeah. My day job is actually another Deep Blue company. It's Deep Blue Financial, which I've been running for 26 years. But diving's been my passion. I started diving in '75 with my dad. I was 10 years old at the time, and yes, it's always been my passion. And
what does it mean to you being underwater then?
I just love it, underwater. It's just one wonderful environment underneath there. It's really interesting because some things in life, I read this thing about a restaurant once. It said a great meal, and you can apply this to anything in life, a great meal is enjoyed 3 times. First in its anticipation, then in its eating, and finally in its remembrance. And that can be anything. That could be a holiday, that can be a lot of things. Some sports, they don't give that to me. I race yachts. When I'm doing that, the middle bit, when I'm actually on the boat, I hate that bit. It's the remembering about it afterwards and looking back on it, which is the best bit. But with diving, it's actually all 3 of those, but the middle bit, when you're actually underwater, I love it. And the rebreather, which I've only got into very recently in the last kind of couple of years, is just a different level altogether when you can get down to kind of like the 50, 60 metres, and it's just so calm and quiet down there.
What made you go to rebreather? Was it to go deeper?
No, what happened on that is that I was in Saipan doing my technical course out there, and at the end of it, Jay, my instructor, who is absolutely amazing instructor, basically said to me, "Do you want to go on a rebreather, Andy?" So I tried this thing and I hated it. It was horrible. I wanted that more breaths, not just the one single breath, which I was like, I had hamster cheeks as well because I couldn't get the loop volume correct on it, and I absolutely hated it. I found myself about a month later phoning Jay up and saying, "Could you just order me a rebreather and I'll come over back to Saipan and we'll do a course together?" And the reason why I did that is because the more I read about it, I thought, hang on, lots of people say they don't like it first of all. I used to have a full face mask, one of the Ocean Reef masks, for open circuit. Well, I still got one for open circuit. I hated that when I first tried it, but once I got used to it, they are the best in the world. So I thought, let's go for this rebreather and do it properly. And now it's just absolutely amazing. And I still dive open circuit as well. I probably did 6 or 7 hours last year open circuit. And when I went back to that, I wanted my one breath back, that one everlasting breath back.
Yeah, because a lot of people who dive rebreathers just stay on rebreathers full stop.
It's like kind of skiing and snowboarding. You know, sometimes you look at the conditions and you think kind of like, oh, that's better for skis or that's better for snowboard. For diving, and the beautiful thing about it, I use an Optima, chest operated Optima, and you have it clipped on here. You can literally sit on a boat and decide, actually I'm going to go open circuit, go clip, unplug the deal, put it on the side and go straight in the water. Nothing else to do. And I've actually done that a number of times when we were out in Egypt last year, and we've got the last dive also to do, and talking to the guys in the saying kind of like, okay, so you're not going to get much more than 10 metres on this dive. You're thinking, that's not rebreather worth, you know, so I'll just save the scrubber, clip, off and straight in the water.
Is that digital, like, automatic, or is
it's a full ECCR, but again, like a lot of these things, it's really good to go manual as well. I find going down and coming back up again, as soon as I get to about 10 metres I go manual, because you just don't want it to Optima, chest operated Optima. Really good, simple, very lightweight. I mean, people say to me when I turn up, is that like a miniature rebreather? And I say, that's a full rebreather. We can do, Jay's done 150 metres on it. We're planning for 2028 to do Britannic, which I've got to still do a bit more kind of training for. You can, they're
Dom's
full.
doing that next year.
Yeah, with Henry, who I met out in Truck this year, from Senior Scuba.
Okay, next question we have for you is, name 3 people you'd like to take diving with you.
Do they have to be alive? Is this...
No, it's a principle.
Okay.
To take them.
Okay, Ho Chi Minh.
First one, first time we've had him.
Yeah. I'd love to go diving with Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh was an amazing guy. I've met him.
Started as a waiter, didn't he?
Yeah, he does a waiter in London. Yeah. I've met him. I mean, he was dead, but in Hanoi, they still have his body there, preserved, and you can go and see him. You have to walk around absolutely perfectly. You get told off if you kind of like if your shoulders are out of length. Yeah, Ho Chi Minh. So he's an amazing guy. He said, you know, he would sit down and have tea with the Americans in the afternoon and fight them in the morning if necessary. Yeah. He didn't want to fight. He was caught in the middle of, you know, like we have today, different views from different kind of political regimes.
One person's freedom fighter is another person's terrorist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Ho Chi Minh, that's who I'd go with first of all. Lily Allen, I think.
First.
Yeah. Lily Allen. I would love to go with Lily. During lockdown, my daughter's present to me was to actually get Lily Allen to sing "Happy Birthday" to me.
No way.
And third one. Let's think about a third one on that.
You got Lily Allen to sing "Happy Birthday"?
Yeah, I've got it on my video.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you afterwards. Right, I have a third one. This is a really difficult one. My cat. Yes. Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah, I have a gorgeous cat called
We've
Tulok.
had a dog.
Yeah.
I think Monty did a dog.
Yeah.
Take his dog. Yeah. But so what's your cat's name?
Tulok.
Okay.
Yeah, means God of the
What
Stars.
sort of cat is it?
Maine Coon.
Is it?
They're big
nice.
as well.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of him. Yeah. But Tulok, my cat, that'd be good.
They kind of own the house, don't they? They're big of it.
Yeah, they're big. Yeah. And they're intelligent. You can tell them what to do. Like you can say upstairs, bed left, bedroom left. And
so it's almost like a dog.
Yeah.
And then our final question: if you had a billboard that you could put out to the world, and you could put an image, a saying, or something on it to communicate a message, what would your message be?
Let's go diving.
Good. Simple. I like that.
Yeah. And if people want to look up more about you, are you on socials?
I've just started this, so all my life I've been not doing anything to do with social media. And now I've got this YouTube channel. My daughter, who she's 30 years old this month, and she's an advertising director. She said, "Dad, you know, kind of you need to do the Instagram and the TikTok." So here goes. I've got an Instagram account, a TikTok account, but I don't know how to look at them yet.
What about YouTube?
Still learning.
Do you want to say what your YouTube channel is?
Yeah, it's called Blue FPV. Blue FPV, and just look it up as that. And so there's one episode going up every 2 weeks scheduled, and then in between that I'm doing little ones. So I've done Zorb hammer, which is using a massage gun to see if Zorb really does pack down if you put a massage gun onto the side of it, using my
on the
wife's
rebreather kind of thing.
But actually using my wife's flower vase, because then you can see it going down in glass. I've got one I'm doing for Orca. Orca are really great. They've given me some torches to review, so I'm doing a test. I've done the review already. It goes out this Thursday.
Great.
A review of Orca's torches. Dom, who inspired me to do this in the first place, Dom Robinson, I met him and he basically said, "Andy, the thing is about your kind of videos is that, you know, it's all first person view, so you can't see you. People would like to see you as well." So I've started doing a few extra things across to get that bit across as well. So I mean, when we go diving, I just want you to be able to see that. Sometimes I even say on my dives, kind of like, I'm just going to shut up for a bit.
You want a mix, and it's good because like when I've watched some videos, and it's good seeing where you go in your first point of view, as you call it. But it's also good when the camera pans back, because then you can read from that person's face as well, and I think you get a best of both like that.
So I'm thinking about doing things like that with a kind of like a little bit in the corner. Another thing I do on my video is I actually say, let's get the iPad out now, and we've got these two hands which come up and a screen which comes up, and we go into it to look at things. So for example, if we're looking at like a tank or so underwater, then we go, well, this is one from a museum, so you can actually see all the items. So it's important to, because underwater so much of the time, you know, what you're looking at you don't know. Somebody comes up after and say, "Oh, did you see that?" And you kind of like, what? It was like right in front of you.
These
You couldn't have missed it.
And bring it alive to the person, who's having his first point of view.
And it's an inclusion thing as well. I was talking to the army people yesterday. The great thing about it is anybody can go diving. My mum at 90, God bless her, hi mum, she can go diving and she loves it because she gets to sit down there and watch what I do. And if she says, what does your son do? You can just look him up and see. As well.
I think it's a great thing because again, having that view, you could inspire somebody to get underwater and bring a new diver into this whole diving arena.
Yeah. If there's been two critical bits about my sites, the first thing is people say who is it aimed at? Because sometimes you're talking technical, sometimes you're talking non-technical. It's like when I was saying oh, we're coming down on the port side of this ship, and one of my members of staff at work said what's the port side of a ship? Oh well, that's the left, So you kind of have to have it right for that. And the other thing is that somebody said is you should name the fish more. I don't know about the goldfish, right? A big fish, tasty fish.
Brian Cox does a great thing of dumbing down really complicated stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
To where people like me can understand stuff about what's going on in space and things like that. And you think that's pretty amazing. And I think that's a very good point. Be able to do is talk about technical stuff to then where the layman can understand.
And that's kind of very difficult, really but I'm really aware and really trying to do that as much as possible so that everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah, because not all divers. It's not all divers who'll watch your channel.
That's right. Yeah. But then again, people have asked me other things. They said could you tell me more about that? And I'm thinking, well, I'm telling you about the wreck. I can't tell you about the gases.
Do what you think is right, because you can't please everybody.
Yeah, and you've got to do what keeps your passion alive. Because if you go down a route for somebody else, that's not you then, is it? So,
Well, this is what. So I've got a YouTube manager who she used to work for YouTube, so I've employed her to help me to launch this. And I was doing a product review for Orca, and I had something which was negative, not about the Orca product, but about something else, which you can see on the review when it comes out. But I said, should you actually be saying negative things about other people's products? She said, this is YouTube. People want honesty. That's what they go there for. So if you've got something to say it.
And it's your view.
I think once it comes from an honest point, an honest place, I don't think that's a wrong thing.
It's the right thing, isn't it? Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Brilliant.